Welcome to another Random Tuesday. So in this we're going to talk about Junie, and this is by Erin Crosby Eckstein. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is a story about a young 16-year-old slave who is haunted by the ghost of her sister who died, and in this she is wanting her to find something, and finding this something is going to reveal some secrets and something she did not know was going on with her sister. I really love this story, especially at the end when I realized it is loosely based on the author's great grandmother, who was a runaway slave, and she was able to know bits and pieces of her life, but she created this storyline around it that's not quite accurate, but what she wants to express in what she may have thought her grandmother may have went through. But there are also things in this that didn't pan out. After I read the author's note, that was like, oh, I wish I didn't read the author's note, because in my mind I just wanted to be that's how it was. This is a story about the cruelty of slavery, of friendships and love and family and finance, and what women, black and white, were experiencing, and the cruelty of some that chose another route to deal with their essentially their pain. In this, where we have Junie is haunted by her sister, when she do discover things, it had this dire need and this desire that she should run away. She should get out of there. How is she going to get out of there and leave her family? She still has family in terms of her grandmother, uncles and aunts and cousins that are still on the plantation that she still have bond with. Now, I really like that aspect of the story. I thought that was a really nice way of essentially making the story not so as harsh as it could have been. The author is inspired by her great-great-grandmother, and Junie, which a town was named after her many years after she had escaped and flee her plantation. Now, the aspect of the story that is really gripping is that it really focused on the women in this. So you do have what the slaves are going through, but you also have what the white women are going through in terms of Junie has a bond with her slave owner's daughter. They grew up together. She taught her how to read. It was giving me Kizzy. It was giving me Kizzy from Roots. That's just how I felt. It's giving you that, but it also is giving you how betrayal can happen as they get older, as when their own desire becomes more important than the life of a person. And you see this in this story. It toyed with the whole white savior to the whole cruelty of those that can also hurt you because of the privilege that they have. There are parts of this where I was like, oh, I didn't want to crack up, but I did. There's the part where the mother is like, she's like, we have a cotton field, so we're gonna be all right, kind of deal. And they were trying to save her. I was like, what the hell? There were moments in this. I do love the love story in this. The love story in this really, for me, made up for some of the moments where I was just like, oh my God. But it's done in a way where the love story is not overtaking the book. It's not a book in the middle of a slavery about love. Granted, those do exist. However, we all know a lot of times those love led to painful moments of being sold off, of being separated from your loved one, of never seeing them again, and finding out that they died or not knowing if they even survived, kind of deal. But the way it's done in this, I appreciate the possibility. The author gives you this whole possibility in the storyline, and I love that. But I was also heartbroken when I read the author's note, because yeah, the author knows was like, oh, come on. Because of one character did exist for her great-great-grandmother, but it didn't exist in a happy ending. But this, again, it's still like, it's something about the story that I felt like it was such a good story to tell, even with the subject matter, even with those complex moments of of characters in this, that the again, toying with the good and bad of a white woman in this. I was triggered. I was very much triggered. Like, I wanted to really like her. I wanted to root for her, but there was that moment in this where she, like, I don't even know how Junie felt so compelled to want to help that person. Yeah. But we're gonna end here, because this is like, I highly recommend to read it, because I think this is such a discussion book. This is such a discussion book, and I like that, again, she was 16, so the author approached it in a way of a young mind having to grow up fast, having to choose for themselves if this is the life they want to continue, whether they're going to make it or not. And so I really like how she did that. And it's even special because of the fact that it is inspired by her own great-great-grandmother. So, all right. Yeah, it's a good one, guys. It's a good one. All right, what have I been doing? Crafting. So, you guys know I have the new computer. So I made, of course, a case. And this is a fabric I had left over from when I made a journal. And it said the lake is my happy place. Live, love, lake. The lake is calling and I must go. So of course, you know, we're sticking with the water theme because the girls still got to learn how to swim. I did find a program that has Sunday classes, but I'm not going to do anything yet till the end of the month because I want to start in April. So I figure April and May, and hopefully by June when it's warm, I'll know how to swim, right? So that's the goal. But I would take you on that journey. Only thing is the batten. I wish I had used a different batten, but after I was like, it is what it is. It's not like I'm gonna throw this computer all over the place. I'm still gentle with it, but it's the perfect fit. So there we go, and it fits really, really well. Had a little room out here, not that much to grip, but I can grip it, and it's slide in. It has room. I left the charger downstairs, but I can fit the charger in here, because as you can see my whole arms in, but the charger can fit in here. So this is going to be great, you know, out and about. Hold this up and yeah, walk with my computer, and it has a case. Definitely gonna make another one, and I'm gonna get some thicker batten next time. But it's just perfect. Then I made a pouch. Not perfect in terms of the bottom. I think I cut about an inch, but I think I should have maybe do half an inch. But I thought it was, I don't know why, my mind, it was gonna come out a certain way where the sides, but nevertheless it is cute. And I put the embroidery stuff in here. It's huge inside. I'm gonna have to get more because I only have black, white, and 2 different gray. I didn't have any red or yellow, orange. So now that I know I'm into this embroidery situation, I'm going to get some more, and this is enough room because with even what I have now, I still have a lot of room. And this will be my little pouch that I'm going to keep them in, and it is perfect. So I did finish the pocket, and then I started this little project. So I am practicing embroidery on here. So I did do apple. Of course, I didn't have red, so I did the white, but that's okay. It is what it is. I have a flower bed, and I don't know if it's gonna show up close. These bumps are supposed to be like soil, and then these leaves coming out, because as you can see in the video I showed earlier, my the seeds are coming up. So this is kind of like giving that, but I just wanted to practice because this is an upcycle bag and I don't really care too much, you know. This is, you know, my ex jeans that I use. So I'm gonna do a bunch of practice. This is gonna be my practice bag. So it's gonna look wild and crazy after a while because I'm practicing how to do embroidery, and that's how it looks so far. But again, I have to get more color of the yarn because I don't have any other color. I thought I had more than that, but I remember I used a lot of it when I was making my earrings, because I have quite a few yarn earrings. And so I'm gonna pick them. They were very cheap. Let's hope they're still cheap. They were like 50 cents for like a couple. So other than that, it's not bad. Now I want to own my own book so I can practice more how to do certain things. You know, you got stuff like this that I find very fascinating. And I just love that it really goes into detail on here. What needles to use. I do have a needle set with different size. I actually use this on my journals, so this is what I sew my journals in. But now I know it's good for this because it gives you needle size to use on certain things that you want to do, how to, you know, the thread. It's a really good book. So now I want to kind of own one of my own. I don't know if this book is still available. I don't know how old this book is, but it's from the library. I do have to bring it back. And this was published back in 2012. So it'd be nice if I could, because I really think this is so worth the buy. This is a really good, I mean, it's tons of different things in the back. But I'm just practicing drawing some stuff and do a bunch of embroidery all over. It's going to be all over, even on the back. Different kind of patchwork. And when I'm done with this bag, it's going to look wild. It's going to look, it's going to look wild. And it's going to be, I'm rocking. You will see me out and about in this bag. I mean, look. And it's a good size. Like, let's see what I can fit in this. Pretty sure I can't fit a computer in this, because I don't think it's big enough. Well, I lied. It fit. It actually fits the computer. You can see a little bit here, but that's okay. But yeah, so it is, and I love that it has this pocket, you know, I can fit little things in there, but actually it fits the computer. Ha! Who knew? And this is not the biggest size. This is the medium. So again, if you guys want it, it's moodfabric.com. It is free. And they had, so this was the small size. I knew I wasn't going to make the small size, but this is the medium that I made. So imagine the big one. So I really think I'm going to do the big one. But I'm going to do a traditional. I'm not going to do upcycle. I'm just going to do a regular bag and do a big one. And I don't know, I have some leather left. So maybe make a leather version. We'll see. But again, this is pretty cool that it actually fits. And again, there's room so I can still fit my wallet in and go out and about to the library. So it does fit a lot for the medium. So yeah, guys, and that is it for today. I'm going to be doing my planner for the week. This is, the clock has changed. So I am super excited that the days are going to be longer, so I can still have daylight to do so much more before it gets dark. Especially if I'm sewing, because I do not like sewing when it's dark. My eyes just feel like I can focus more when it's daytime. So yeah, as far as what I'm going to do next, besides doing some more of this embroidery stuff on the bag, I will be doing a jacket. I think I want to work on a jacket. Let's see. All right, so there's two jackets that I'm going to at least cut out. This jacket, however, I'm going to have to modify a bit on the length, because it's crop, and that is this Know Me jeans jacket. So I'm going to make it denim, of course. I have denim. And then I'm going to allow the leftover denim, should be able to make some shorts or some pants. I think I have a lot of this denim. But I'm going to modify. I'm going to add, I want to say, yeah, I'm going to add probably 4 inches to this jacket, because again, it's crop. And I like my jacket a little, I don't longer, I might, maybe not 4, maybe 3 inches. We'll see. Because I feel like, I'm looking at it how it looks on her. And with my bust, I feel like it's going to be enough for me. I'm also going to do this one. And this one is also crop. The one in pink. It's also crop. So I think for this one, but it's not as short. It doesn't look as short as this. But I'm going to do this one also and lengthen it just a little bit. So these are stuff I'm going to cut out. And little by little do it during the week. Because during the week, for some reason, I haven't been sewing that much during the week. Most of my stuff I save for the weekend. But we'll see where I get with the jacket. Because the weather is changing. So it's going to be time where I'm going to let go of the heavy jacket to much lighter jacket. So that's what I want to work on right now. And that is it. So let me know if you like the bag, my little project, the computer pouch thing. I thought this was really, really, really cool to do a computer pouch thing. Let me know, and I will see you in the next one. And if you read Junie, how did you feel about the book? I think it's really, it's done well. I'm not even going to. It literally put me on edge. I was on edge of a few moments in this book. So let me know if you read it and how you felt about the book. And I will see you in another Random Tuesday. All right, guys. Bye.